right, let's turn down this music here. How are you today? It's so awesome that you're here. Wow, I'm here in Southern California. Yes, this is live 100%. It's not a recording. It's 1:32 p.m. Pacific time here in SoCal. Where are you streaming from? Where is it that you're watching this wonderful, beautiful broadcast? Isn't this awesome that we can do this? Think about how cool this is. I'm here where I am, you're where you are, and we are streaming this live here on TikTok. It's amazing. So where are you? Florida, Switzerland, look at this. So Jeannie B's in Houston, Timbers in Utah, Nirin Ray is in Florida, Little Space is in Ghana. Amazing. This is so Menlo Park, California, Bambino. That's fantastic. Wow, this is amazing. So good. Where else are you from? Oh, you look like I'm on TV. Yeah, I am. Actually, I'm using my wonderful, beautiful mic, high quality mic, and I'm here with you. So this is awesome. Yeah, so let people know when they come in, they're going to say, this looks like it's pre-recorded. It's not. It's live. Here, I'll show with you. It's 1:33 p.m. Pacific time right now. And I'm reading your names. Look at this. Mrs. Moy from Holland. Michigan. McKenna Johnson from Michigan. Fantastic. Connie Castro, Austin, Texas. Wow, that's amazing. Think about how cool this is. Let's just think right now. Okay, here I am, where I am, you're where you are. We're watching this on a device that you can hold in your hand. You're watching this on the screen. And I want you to think about how incredible it is that not too long ago, us being able to do something like this was deemed as impossible in many people's lives. We're talking just something as simple not too long ago as, like 20 years, 30 years. Think about that. Think about that. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Not too long ago. Or people would say, not in my lifetime. Sure. Think about how awesome it is that you have this little device, which is on average costs about $1,200, right? Between $1,000, $1,200. We're tossing them around like they're nothing. And in terms of a phone, that's the smallest thing that it does. But here we're able to simultaneously broadcast to someone else, high definition video, high definition audio, just by doing this, take beautiful selfies and stuff like that, right? And bam, it goes to somebody else really quick. That's amazing. Think about that. Now, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because us being able to do this was an idea. It was an idea that someone had. Somebody believed that they could do it. And then what do? They believed, and then they fused with the idea, and then boom. Now look at this. We're enjoying this. Now, why is this important for you? This is important for you because I'm certain that there's something that you would love to change in your life. An idea, a big, beautiful idea that you would love to make a material fact sooner rather than later. How many of you would love to dramatically change the results in your life? I'm talking about way different than what's happening right now. I'm talking illogical, beautiful, uncommon growth, uncommon results. How many of you would love that for you? Type in the comments. Okay, me, I would love that. Now, what is that? That's an idea. Think about that. That's an idea. It's an idea that you have in your mind. Now, this is going to sound kind of kooky as I start talking about this, but if you'll open your mind to new possibilities, new ways of thinking, this can end up being one of the greatest moments in your life if you will apply it. See, that's the key. You've got to use what I'm talking about here to deliver the changes that you would love to deliver. Let me say this a different way. In terms of that idea that you would love to want to make a material fact, I'm going to show you how to make that a reality in your life. But the only way that you're going to be able to, deliver that in your life is if you're using what I'm talking about. Now think about this. You would love to make big, significant, illogical change in your life. Something that's way out of the norm. Well, guess what? You can do that if you will just learn how to think in a way that delivers that. Now, see, I brought up this thing here. We're here on TikTok. You're on your phone watching this. Not too long ago, us being able to do this was, just a dream for somebody. Somebody came up with the idea, I can do better. Well, guess what? You can do better too if you just fuse with the idea the way that they did for your life. Now let's talk about this for a moment. Let's talk about the results in your life. What's happening right now for you? Okay? What are the results that are happening in your life? What are the circumstances? How much are you earning? Are you earning what you want to earn? Are you living the lifestyle that you would love to live? Or you in the home that you would love to be in? How about your relationship? See, all of those things are results. Think about this. They're results. They're circumstances in your life. Now, those results in your life, guess what the cause is for them? Guess what the cause is? The cause is what's happening inside of you. Think about what I'm saying here. Here I brought in the example of here we're doing this, here live streaming here on TikTok and on your phone, high definition. See, somebody dreamt about it first, somebody thought about it on the inside first, and then it materialized in the result on the outside. See, your results that you're delivering right now on the outside are because of what's happening on the inside. So all of you type this in the comments. Type this in the comments. This is beautiful. My outer world is a reflection of what's happening in my inner world. Okay? My outer world is a reflection of what's happening in my inner world. Now, if you just grab onto that by itself and you start to digest it and start to apply this in your life, you'll make some big changes. Now, let's think about this. My outer world is a reflection of what's happening in my inner world. Now, those of you who are typing this in, you're helping yourself tremendously. Okay? Those of you who are just listening, it's great that you're listening, but you're really not serving yourself simply by allowing it just to be something that you hear. See, that's keeping it static. You got to make it dynamic. And so when I ask you to type it in, the reason why I'm asking you to type it in is so that you can internalize the information and start thinking differently. Now again, think about this for you. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Your outer world. The results in your life is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Okay, now think about that. What's happening in your inner world? Have you ever thought about that? If I'm saying to you that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, what is going on in your inner world? Well, this is what's going on in your inner world. Your inner world is a world of thought. More specifically, automatic thought. Now, soak in what I'm saying here, my friends. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Your inner world is a world of thought, more specifically, automatic thought. In terms of that automatic thought that's happening inside of you, that's what gets externalized in the form of results. So in other words, you are earning exactly what you're supposed to be earning right now based on that automatic thought that's happening inside of you. Based on what's going on. You're living how you're supposed to be living right now based on what's happening in your inner world. Now think about this. For some of you, this might hurt a bit, but if your mind is open, this can open up some beautiful possibilities for you for some magnificent change. See, it requires an open mind to deliver new results. You got to consent to new ideas, new ways of thinking in order to change your results. Now again, think about this. All of you type this in the comments. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. All of you. Yes, this is real time, Flashy Man. Flashy Yam. This is real. This is live. It's 1:41 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? This is not a recording. Now think about this for you. Okay? You have this inner world of thought that gets externalized. What's happening in your mind externalized in the form of results. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Now again, type this in. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be based on what's happening in your inner world. Now, how many of you, as I said that, felt like, oh, ouch? Kind of stung a little bit. Now that's okay if that's the case. If your mind's open, again, this could be something that's really beautiful for you. You are exactly where you are supposed to be based from what's happening in your mind. Now, let's talk about it even deeper. Now remember, what I'm sharing with you will help you to make big changes in your life, but only if you use it. You must not allow what I'm sharing with you to stay static, because that's all this is. If you think of this video as not this video, but this live that I'm playing right now, that I'm speaking to you in the camera, and I'm communicating with you. See, all of this information is just static. It doesn't have any power at all whatsoever, and the only way it will have power is if you make it dynamic. You've got to use it. And unfortunately, the overwhelming majority of us, you know what we form the habit of? We form the habit of gathering information. We gather information, gather information, gather information. We know it, I know it, I know it, but then nothing changes. You know why? Because we keep that information static. And we don't implement it, making it dynamic. Now, why is that so important? You know why? Because life is dynamic. Type in the comments, life is dynamic. Life is dynamic. Now, as you're thinking about those results that are happening in your life, now remember, you said that you would love to change them. You would love to change those outer circumstances, those outer results, earn more, be healthier, have amazing relationships, change your lifestyle. Remember, you're exactly where you're supposed to be based on what's been happening in your mind. Your mind is a world of a lot of thought, more specifically automatic thought. So let's type this in the comments. To change my outer world, I must change what's automatic in me. Yeah, that's what you've got to do. You've got to change what's automatic in you in order to change the outer circumstances of your life, your material world. Now think about that for a moment. You want to change dramatically how much you're earning? You want to change dramatically your lifestyle, your relationships, how you feel about yourself? How about you live to just travel every month, a vacation every month, while you're earning way more than you're earning now? Really, let's soak this in for a moment. Think about your annual income, what you're earning a year. How would you love to turn that annual income into your monthly income? Working less than you're working now, doing what you love, while you're having a vacation every freaking month. How many of you would love that for you? How many of you would love to change your life so that that's how your life is? Well, you know how you're going to do it? You've got to change what's happening inside of you, and it's got to match that result if you want that to happen. You've got to change those automatic thought patterns that are inside of you if you want that to materialize in results. Now think about that. I'm saying this over and over and over again from different angles. Repetition is the mother of learning. You must change what's automatic in you. Now here's a question for you. What determines what's automatic in you? What determines those automatic thoughts that are inside of you? You know what they are? It's very simple. You're going to be shocked at how simple this is. It's what you believe. It's your habits. It's your beliefs and habits that determine what's automatic inside of you. Think about that. It's so simple. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Your inner world is a world of thought. More specifically, automatic thought. And that automatic thought is determined by what you believe and the habits you have. Think how simple that is. Type in the comments, to change my outer world, I must change my beliefs and habits. You, my beautiful friend, that's all you've got to do. There's really nothing more than that. I'm going to go deeper into this, but when it comes down to making big changes in your life, what you've got to shift is what's causing you to think the things that you think automatically, which then causes you to feel a way most of the time, which then causes you to do things, which then delivers the results. Think about that. You must change your beliefs and habits if you want your outer world to change. You want to turn your annual income into your monthly income, working less than you're working now, doing what you love, going on a vacation once a month while you're going through all of that, then you have to embed in you the belief system that matches that and the habitual thought patterns that match that. Think about that. See, those beliefs and habits, they're powerful. That's the cause of what's happening in your life, and it's actually the reason why it's so difficult for you to move forward past the fear. It's because your beliefs and habits are rooted in the heart. Have you ever heard this line? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a woman thinketh in her heart, so is she. I grew up with that in church, and oh my gosh, I didn't even know what that was. It just, oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. Having said this, there's a beautiful amount of wisdom in that statement. As you thinketh in your heart, heart meaning subconscious. What's in the subconscious? A lot of automatic thought. In other words, your beliefs, your habits, that's what's in the heart. As you think based on your beliefs and habits, so are you. So are the results of your life. So is how much you earn, what you do for work, the people you surround yourself with, your lifestyle, your health, where you live. As you thinketh in your heart, so are you. Change how you're thinking in your heart. Change how you're thinking automatically. Different things will be done to you. How many of you heard this? It is done unto you as you believe. Beautiful jewel of wisdom there. Bam. Truth, foundational. What's done unto you? What's done unto you are the results of your life. Think about that. Remember, all of you right now are exactly where you're supposed to be based on the belief that you have of you. Based on the habits you have. It is done unto you as you believe. Well, what's done unto you? The results in your life. Change what you believe. Different things will be done unto you. Now think about that. I'm sharing again with you what you need to change inside of you to change your life. You want to change your life? Change you. Change what's happening inside of you. When you make that change, the outer world will shape itself in direct proportion to the changes that you made inside. Now think about that. Think about your beliefs. Isn't it interesting how you never ever go further than what you believe to be true? Have you ever noticed that? Type that in the comments. I will never go further than what I believe I can do. No one does. You can never outperform that self-image. Type that in the comments. I will never go further than what I believe I can do. See, it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not that does. And who you think you're not is based from what you believe to be true of you. And that's literally what determines the type of actions you take. Now soak in what I'm saying here. What you believe is your truth. It's not the truth. It's your truth. Now soak in what I'm saying here. How did your beliefs happen? Where did your beliefs about you come from? Have you ever thought about that? Oh, but this is who I am, or, oh, that's just the way I've always been. Baloney, that's not even true. That's such a false statement. That's a shallow surface statement. Oh, but that's who I am. This is how I've always been. No, I got news for you. That's how you've been conditioned. That's what you believe. Therefore, it's true. Now, if you think in terms of where your belief about you came from, guess where they came from? They came from your evaluation of you. Based on how people reacted to you in early childhood, and from those reactions, what did you do? You evaluated you and you formed a belief. You know what's really sad? Most people never ever let go of that belief. All through their life. They carry it with them. It gets formed all the way through the age of 7 or 8, through the environment, and then they carry it with them all the way to their deathbed. But that's how I've always been. That's the way no, that's baloney. It's a bunch of crap. You can change it. Whatever's been planted there, either by you or the race, can be yanked out. It can be weeded out. You can plant new beliefs about yourself. You can form new, beautiful ideas about yourself. See, you're the one who has to do the work. Now think about that for you. You want to change your life? You've got to change what's automatic in you. What's automatic in you are your beliefs and your habits. Think about your habits, my friends. Habits are magnificent. You know how I see habits? Habits are God's gift to me to make my life easy. Write that in the comments. Type that, type it, boom. Habits are God's gift to me to make my life easy. Soak that in a moment. Think about how difficult your life would be if you didn't have this ability to form and keep habits. Habits are magnificent. They enable you to do things automatically. See, the issue is not about whether or not habits are good or habits are bad. Habits are fantastic. The issue is we have bad freaking habits. We have habits that are not in harmony with the life that we would love to live. See, that's where the problem is. And it's also where the solution lies. Now think about that for you. You want to change your life? You've got to change what's automatic in you. You've got to change your beliefs and habits. See, your beliefs and habits, what does that consist of? All those things that are happening inside of you. See, that's the conditioning that's in you. That's how you're conditioned. That's what's called your paradigm. That's the most important word for you to understand. If you cannot explain to someone what a paradigm is with enough clarity to help them to gain some kind of understanding what a paradigm is and how to change it, if you cannot do that, then you have no idea how much it's running your life. Because it's your paradigm that's determining the results in your life, and it's your paradigm that's literally stopping you from taking that other action. So type this in the comments. To change my life, I must change my paradigm. Yeah, you. You want to change your life? Change your paradigm. What's your paradigm? Your paradigm is the program running in you. It consists of your beliefs and habits. You've got to change the program, my friends. So let's think about what a paradigm is, okay? I'm going to share with you something simple for you to help you to understand it, okay? Think of a paradigm this way. It's a program running in you 24 hours, 7 days a week, and this program has almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior, and almost all of your behavior is habitual. Now simmer in that for a moment. Almost everything that you do is habitual, and it's determined, those things that you do, by the paradigm, by what you believe and the habits you have. Think about that. You're running on a program that has almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior. We're talking about 97, 98% of the things you do is determined by the program inside of you. Think about like when you drive a car. I'll just give an example. When you drive a car, how much of your driving do you think about? You don't think about hardly any of it. Why? Because you've conditioned yourself to drive. It's in your paradigm. Hopefully you have good driving habits. Okay? Now think about that. The overwhelming majority of the things that you do happen automatically based on what you believe and the habits you have. We're talking about how you deal with money. We're talking about how you talk to people. We're talking about how you do your work. We're talking about your lifestyle. We're talking about everything, my friends. Everything. And here's the black and white deal, literally black and white. Think of it that way, okay? Just paper, ink, here we go. It's literally a black and white deal. There's no shades of gray here. It doesn't matter how hard you work, how many hours you put in, how bad you want it. If you do not change the paradigm, if you don't change what you believe, the habits you have, if you don't change it, your results will remain the same pretty much from one year to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Nothing will change. And I'm certain that many of you have experienced that. You're wanting big changes. You know a lot. I know this, I know this, I know this. But then because you haven't been taught about paradigms, the results don't show up. They're nowhere close to what the knowledge is that you have inside of you. Then there's frustration, confusion. You're stuck. And stuck is not a good place to be. You've got to change your paradigm if you want your life to change. Now think about that. I want you to soak this in. This right here is the part that gets me really excited. Okay, every time I say this, I'm just amazed. I'm at awe with regards to this. You have something within you that enables you to live your life effortlessly. Just think about that a moment. You have something within you that enables you to live your life effortlessly. Right now, every single one of you are living your life effortlessly based on that paradigm, right? Then you have something that feels normal to you, the routine. See, that's you living your life effortlessly based on that program. Now, again, really think about this. There's something in you that enables you to live your life effortlessly. So guess what? If you want to live your life effortlessly with exceptional results, power, prosperity, happiness, success, all you have to do is change the frickin' program. Think about that. All you have to do is change the program that determines what the overwhelming majority of it is that you do. Your conscious mind has very little control over your actions. It's like only 1, 2, maybe even 3%. Your conscious thinking. As a matter of fact, a lot of people think that mindset is, oh, I got to think positively. You're reminding yourself to think positively. I got news for you. If you have to remind yourself of that, that's not set in your mind. All of you type in this, mindset. Most people don't even know what mindset is. Your success in life has 100% to do with, it's completely dependent on what your mindset is. Strategy is only 5%, 95% of its mindset. In terms of the results in your life, it's all about you having a powerful mindset. So now this is what mindset is. Type this in the comments. My mindset is what is set in my mind. This is so simple, ridiculously simple. My mindset is what is set in my mind. What's set, what's rooted. Remember, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a woman thinketh in her heart, so is she. In the heart, think of your heart, your subconscious, as fertile ground. It will grow just as abundantly negative ideas as it will positive ideas. It doesn't care. What's planted there, it's rooted, it's set. Your mindset is what is set in your mind. Remember, your inner world is a world of thought, more specifically automatic thought. That automatic thought is determined by your beliefs and your habits. See, that is what's set in your mind. So type that in the comments. What's set in my mind are my beliefs and habits. Think about how simple that is. What's set in my mind are my beliefs and my habits. That's what mindset is. Now, I want to reiterate something to you. If you have to remind yourself consciously to think positively, to do all this other kind of stuff, that means it's not set in your mind. So you've got to repeat it enough times until it becomes set in your mind. And when you do that, bam, your results will explode exponentially. Now think about that for all of you. I'm sharing with you what you need to change in order to deliver big changes in your life. You've got to change your paradigm to change your life. There's nothing else, my friends, with regards to delivering change in your life. It's not about the mechanics. It's not about, knowing what to do. What it's about what you believe and what you do, which is rooted in basically the habits that you have. Now think about that. When you change that, when you change what you understand, which are the things that you do, guess what happens? Your results change. Why? Because your results are the manifestations of what you understand. Type that in the comments. My results are the manifestations of what I understand. Boom. My results, the results in your life, are the manifestations of what you understand. Think about that. When you change what you understand, your results change. When you understand how powerful you are, who you truly are, how your mind works, how thoughts are things, thoughts are energy, thoughts are the magnets that attract to us the very things that we think, that everything works according to law. Wow, when you have that kind of understanding, watch out. Get ready for a launch into the stratosphere. Change what you understand. Amazing. All right, so how many of you love what you're hearing here? How many of you have heard something powerful for you, that it's helped you to see some things differently? Type in the comments, me, if you've heard something beautiful for you. Okay. Let's see. How many of you have heard that? I hope you've heard exactly what you needed. This is fantastic. So Karam Toddy, Affirm Makaj, Maureen Walsh, fantastic. We got Ta'awi, I hope I said your name right, okay. Affirm Majaka, Krilo, fantastic. I love this. So how many of you would love to know more about this, on how to make that shift inside of you? How many of you would love to learn a process on how to shift what's automatic in you so that you can live your life effortlessly according to the life that you would love to live? How many of you would love to learn more about this and how to implement this? All right, amazing. Well, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to connect with Tammy Lee Rose. Tammy Lee Rose, if you could type in your name, say, hi, I'm here. Tammy Lee Rose is my magnificent assistant. You want to get to me, you've got to go through her, okay? She's the fastest way to get to me, okay? So through Tammy Lee Rose, connect with her via here on TikTok, and make sure that you are, connecting with her. Now, what's beautiful is today at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is in about 2 hours, I'm having a live Zoom call that's interactive, where I'm going to be going over more of this. How many of you would love to attend that beautiful call? It's going to be amazing for you. It's just nothing but your time. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be recorded. And I can tell you, if you'll use it, it's going to help you a lot. And actually what I'm going to be going over is this crazy thing right here called the stick person. Okay? Now, if you would love to dig into this, then you need to go register at my website. Okay, and this is what the website is. It's right here, www.troyarchadwick.com. Okay, go register. There's a question there. What would you love to change in your life? Register, and then from there you will receive your credentials to join the Zoom call, which is happening in less than 2 hours. Okay, so go and register. It'll be amazing for you. I just realized I need to turn on the air conditioning here. It's hot in my studio. Wow. So again, connect with Tammy Lee Rose. Tammy Lee Rose is where you can learn more about this. And again, we're going to be talking about this weird thing here, which is the most valuable idea that's helped me to organize my thoughts. Again, we're going to record it. You'll be able to watch this over and over again for 3 days, as many times as you want between those 3 days. Actually, 4 days. It's going to be awesome for you. All right? So, who's coming? Hi, Natalie. Look at you. It's so good that you're here. Amazing. So, who's coming to the call? Oh, you. Yeah, you. That's so awesome. So, who's coming? All right. I hope you heard what you needed to hear. You're magnificent. You're powerful. See, when you use this, that's when the big, beautiful changes will happen for you. Okay, so go register, get ready to take notes. Make sure you have something to take notes with. Come prepared. And matter of fact, answer this question before you come in. Okay, if anything is possible, what would I love for my life, both personally and professionally? That's a great question to ask. Notice how there's no limitation there. Okay, register and then show up. Get ready to apply. And then from there, I'm going to show you a beautiful, wonderful, practical way to implement what I'm talking about so that you can start living your life according to your terms instead of based from what the circumstances are that are happening. I mean, really think about this. The world is changing fast. How many of you noticed it's changing super, super fast? There's a lot of things changing in this world. See, and most people, they keep thinking the same way and they're not changing with the changes that are happening. Well, guess what? If you don't change with how things are happening, you're going to be beautifully equipped for a world that no longer exists. Is that what you want? Well, don't allow that to happen. Tap into new ways of thinking. Open your mind to new possibilities. Open your mind to powerful thought patterns, courageous actions. From there, you'll be able to live magnificently. All right? So, again, go register. I'll leave this live stream on just for a little bit longer so that Tammy can communicate with you to go ahead and communicate where the web address is. I'll put it here on the screen again. Okay? www.troyarchadwick.com. Go register. It will be absolutely amazing for you. Okay? All right. Yeah, you want Charity? You can totally have this, love. By the way, Charity, we need to have a call. Call me, okay? You got this. All right, so again, Tammy will be on here just for a few more moments if you want the address. This live is going to cut off in about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Make sure that you connect and go register. You know why? Because you're worth it. You're totally worth it. Okay? You got this. I'll see you soon. Amazing.